sing.
Through the perilous fight.
Trump, boy. Go. Look at him cheering.
For the ramparts we watch.
That's the other reason why we didn't win. Because the Trump was at the goddamn game. God damn it! Trump should not have been at our game.
I think today Donald Trump is going to sign an executive order banning black people from halftime.
This video is brought to you by Allegiance Gold, brought to you by Allegiance Gold. How much control do you actually have on your money? Think about it. Your bank can freeze your account. The government can track every transaction, and some politicians want to eliminate paper currency altogether. Your life savings are tied to a system you have no say in. Or you could keep your wealth in your hands, no middleman, and no tracking. That's what gold offers. Gold is freedom. Gold is control. Unlike paper money or stocks, gold is something you physically own. And my friends at Allegiance Gold makes it simple for you to take back control. I partner with Allegiance Gold, a company I trust, so they can show you how to diversify your savings with gold and silver and protect what's yours your way. Go to protectwithtatum.com and they'll give you up to $5,000 in free physical gold or silver to get started. Plus, no setup fees if you choose a gold-backed IRA. Listen, y'all, the time is now. Take control of your financial future. Go to protectwithtatum.com right now. That's protectwithtatum.com. Ladies and gentlemen, ladies, welcome back to another Officer Tatum show. I don't know if you guys watched that assault that happened last night at the Super Bowl. I almost called 911, to be honest. I was afraid that Patrick Mahomes was getting taken advantage of without consent, okay? That was the worst Super Bowl beatdown that I've ever seen in my life. Shout out to Dejan. I call him Dejan. They call him Dejeen. What do they call him? Dejeen? That white guy that got the interception. I know a person named just like that, and they call him Dejan. But it's called Dejeen or something like that. Anyway, for all you white players out there that was looking for hope, you finally have somebody that looked just like you that got interceptions that can ball out, okay? And people get mad when white people say that, right? There was a tweet about how that white guy, they were saying, finally, we got a white guy that can, young aspiring athletes can see somebody that look like them. And people got mad at him. But black people do it every day and people don't get mad. Representation, right? Remember that? Diversity, inclusion, and delusion. But anyway, shout out to the Eagles. If you're a Chiefs fan, I'm sorry. You already had enough, all right? Somebody else had a chance to win. But I will say this before I start the show, and because this is very, very important to me. First, I'm very honored at how both quarterbacks and coaches and players all acknowledge Jesus Christ majority of the interviews that I saw.
You got back, and now you're a champion. How does that feel?
You know, God is good. He's greater than all the highs and the lows, and I think, personally myself, I've just been able to use every experience and learn from it. The good, the bad, all of it, using it as fuel to pursue my own greatness. And I think I couldn't do any of these things without the guys around me. You know, we had a special group this year. We were able to learn from the past and get some nice new pieces and get over that hump. And yeah.
That's a plus. Second, I have nothing but respect for Jalen Hurts. Y'all have no idea how deep this goes for me because I legitimately used to, when I was playing football, I had a situation like Jalen Hurts where I was on the bench and I felt like the way he did or how he reacted or responded to that adversity really showed a lot of his character. Many of you guys don't know Jalen Hurts played at Alabama. He was the man. They went to the national championship. They may have even won one with him. But that one year he went to the national championship game, he was playing okay. They were losing the game, and then they put in Tui. I don't know how to say his whole name, but he played for the Dolphins right now. They put him in. He started the game, and he took over the game. They won the national championship. The next year, Jalen Hurts was on the bench, and he was on the bench with integrity. He didn't make a scene. He didn't challenge anybody. He worked hard. He was a great teammate. That was great character, probably because he have a great dad. And then he went on and graduated, got his degree, went on to Oklahoma, ended up getting drafted. He's been the underdog. Tui is now with his hands twisted every game. But then you see Jalen Hurts, and it's not Tui's fault, but you see Jalen Hurts persevered, a man of God, and to see him win the championship like this, I really appreciated it. That was a plus for me. But let's get to some of the clips of the Super Bowl. Donald Trump showed up at the Super Bowl, which is the second most important thing that I saw, and it was amazing. People were screaming and yelling, and it was exciting, and all of the above, and you wonder why. And also your girl Taylor Swift got booed, and that's for many reasons. My wife tells me it's because she was a part of some little finagle thing with another celebrity. I forget their names, but it was something Candace was covering a while back. Some people say it's because she used to be an Eagles fan, and now she's a Chiefs fan. So the Eagles fans booed her. But let's play the first clip that I want to play, and that's the national anthem. Let's pull up the national anthem real quick because I think this was a pretty good rendition. I love the fact that we culturalized the national anthem because I think the national anthem traditionally sung is great. It's phenomenal. Different people can sing it. I love it. But I also think that we can add a little more spice to it, and it still has the same love and same meaning. Just as long as we are one, or we are operating with one national anthem. Roll the clip.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight.
Trump, boy. Go. Look at him cheering.
For the ramparts we watched was so gallantly streaming.
That
our flag, it was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave? For the land
right there.
of the free, or the land of the free, or the land of the free, and the home of the.
Well, it cut off. What happened? Oh man, that was a good. He missed the last part of that. That was a good rendition. I love the fact that he sung that. That was really good. Okay, I want to point that out. I love the national anthem. That's one national anthem that we all should be admiring and listening to and celebrating with. One thing I do not like is when they do the Black national anthem. I'm going to play that real quick so people that don't know what the Black national anthem is, here's a portion of it. And this is the reason I don't like this. And I've been black my whole life. I grew up around a number of black people. We used to sing this thing, but we never prioritized this in conjunction with or over the national anthem. This was just a sidebar thing that people used to sing in the black neighborhood at black events. It wasn't in front of everybody because everybody is, I guess you would say subject to the national anthem. But let's play the clip real quick, and then I'll finish my commentary on it. Roll it.
Every voice and sing till earth and heaven.
Why there ain't no white people in this choir?
Ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening across the road. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought.
Okay. I think it's good. Girl, you can sing. Oh, it's a beautiful song. I just don't think it's necessary for the NFL championship game after you've sang or before you've sang the national anthem. I don't like it. I don't like it because I don't like it. White people did this. If it was a white national anthem or a Mexican national anthem and there's none but Mexicans there, and like that's just not, to me, that's just not what it's all about. If it's at Grambling, Prairie View, it's at a historical black college university and you want to do that, that's totally fine. But when you're singing a national anthem, that should be the only anthem that we sing because it's applicable to us all. And people are going to say, Brandon, you'll sell out Uncle Tom Coon bootlicker because you don't want the black national anthem. Man, if you ain't going to do the Mexican one and you ain't going to do the Indian one and you ain't going to do the Chinese one, if you ain't going to do the Bohemian one, if you're not going to do the trans one, y'all stop all that. One national anthem, one flag. Just like in our spirit life. All these churches broke up it's one Lord, one faith, one baptism, one God and Father above all, in all, and through all. It's really that simple. All right, let's go to Trump on the field because I think this was a historical moment as well. No president in the United States history has ever attended a Super Bowl game, and it's fitting that the celebrity himself, Donald Trump, the greatest president to ever hold that office, in my personal opinion, he blessed the field at the NFL game. Roll the clip.
That would be history already in the building tonight, as President Donald Trump becomes the first sitting U.S. president ever to attend a Super Bowl game live. When we come back, we'll make our official...
Show Trump, they're going to show the crowd erupt. Oh, my. All right, let's go to Taylor Swift getting booed real quick because I think that's the icing on the cake for me. I don't have nothing against Taylor Swift, to be honest. I mean, I'm not jumping on the bandwagon. I don't know that girl. I just don't like that Travis Kelce was a pushing the vaccine and all that other stuff. I don't like that. Travis Kelce is a sellout to me when it comes to that. I think he's a tremendous football player. He'll go down in history as a Hall of Fame football player. I think Taylor Swift is probably one of the greatest artists to ever live. I don't listen to none of her stuff. The numbers don't lie. People love her music. She's a star. She's not a star to me, but she's a star. And there's no way you can get around that unless you're being disingenuous. So to be honest, none of them pay my bills or anything. So I don't give a flying flip about neither one of them. But just for the people that do, here's her getting booed. So Nick said that it was because she used to be a Eagles fan and now she's a Chiefs fan. Some people probably because of Candace Owens and others who exposed, I don't know these people's names, but they exposed some industry personality, a female who lied about a producer or something like that was actually a good guy, and they lied and they think Taylor Swift had something to do with it or she was covering for the girl in this whole Me Too movement thing that ended up being a bunch of hill of beans. And so they think that she also got booed because of that. And it wasn't just Candace. It was Megyn Kelly and other women who were on blogs that were talking about that issue, which I have no idea about and I couldn't care less. And I don't think there's a man on planet Earth that could have cared. Let me finish the Super Bowl talk with just my analysis of the game. I think that it was a tremendous game. I think that the Eagles were overwhelming the Chiefs. I think the Eagles had a great game plan. Shout out to the coach. It's about time they won. Travis Kelce only caught a couple footballs. He couldn't get open, and it was because they were getting mauled the whole game. Somebody came to play. The other team didn't come to play. Some of y'all lost all y'all money. Some of y'all made some money. But I will say I'm glad that Jalen Hurts got the Super Bowl. He deserved it. I think that this was very inspiring to me for him. If anybody should have won it, him winning it made me incredibly happy. Now let's get to the halftime show. Maybe this is what I should have done at the very beginning. But let's get to the halftime show. Kendrick Lamar was on the halftime show. I think Kendrick Lamar is trash when it comes to hip-hop artists, in my opinion. Some people love Kendrick. Some people don't. I'm the type of person that don't really like Kendrick. One thing I don't like about Kendrick Lamar is not just his lyrics, because I think lyrically he's probably good. I've heard some of his songs. I heard some of his lyrics. I don't like the fake activism stuff.
Okay, well, I don't do sports. I don't do football, so I wasn't watching the game. But listen, I think today Donald Trump is going to sign an executive order banning black people from halftime. Because you remember last week we were talking about whether the NFL was capitulating to Trump by removing the term "end racism" from the end zone. Yeah. Boy, did they not capitulate to Trump. When I saw Samuel L. Jackson dressed as a black Uncle Sam introducing Kendrick Lamar, who then had like an entire formation of all black people making a U.S. flag. Listen, this much I know. All the black people on my feed were like, ooh, this is blackity black black. And all the racists who somehow get in, man, were they hopping mad. So if the racists are mad, I am happy as a clam. It was a huge celebration of New Orleans, and you can't celebrate New Orleans without celebrating black culture. Yeah. Welcome to Black History Month, you all.
Sonny? Thoroughly enjoyed it because I did predict that the Eagles would win, as can be seen by my gloating outfit today.
Her subtle jacket.
My subtle jacket. I agree with Anna. I mean, with all these attacks on diversity, all these attacks on African Americans, it was so nice to see black excellence and joy in front of the sitting president who decided for the first time to go to the Super Bowl. New Orleans.
I don't think he's ever going back.
I don't think he's going back. New Orleans, of course, is a predominantly black city, very close to my heart, 55% black. Then you have Kendrick Lamar. A lot of people said they didn't understand his performance. Guys, he's an award-winning, a Pulitzer Prize-winning musician and poet, okay? So it was a many-layered performance. You've got Serena Williams crip walking. What I also really enjoyed about Kendrick's performance is it was performance art if you really looked at it. It was multi-layered. Yes, he had people dressed in red, white, and blue, the colors of the flag, but he also had those people, he was standing in front of them because he's explaining that this is a divided country at this point. He also has them leaning to the side because this country was built on the backs of black people. So it was a very multi-layered. And I'll also say this about Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts proves he belongs in the upper echelon of any elite quarterback conversation. He's proven that. He was the MVP. What I also loved is Autumn Lockwood of the Eagles is the first black female coach to win a Super Bowl. She's an Eagles assistant performance coach.
This guy is the fakest activist on planet Earth. And it bothers me because he'll call girls bees and talk about shooting them up and all this degenerate stuff, but then try to say black power, black power, black power. I don't get it. Think about the song that they played during halftime. His most probably famous song is him dissing Drake. And he's talking crazy and talking violent in the song. Does he seem like a role model for young black people? This is why it bothers me so much. Because we can't get John Batista, whatever his name is, Baptiste, whatever his name. That dude to me is very professional, honorable black man singing the national anthem, playing the instruments. I like that vibe. That's what black people are to me. Very talented, but somebody who is reasonable. I don't think he's out getting in trouble, going to jail, representing the hood and doing gang signs and all this old crazy stuff. That to me is the representation I like to see of black men. There's a lot of good black men that are very smart, have a lot of accomplishment, that add a lot of value, that are good men, good fathers, you name it. There's a lot of black people in the music industry, acting, and you name it, that are associated. But why do we showcase the worst of the black community and then get mad when we get judged? I don't know if we have the clip of some of the performance from Kendrick Lamar, but there was a scene where all these dudes on the corner doing this with gold teeth in their mouth and dreads, and it's like you're glorifying what? The hood. But then when you go to the hood, this is where a lot of black young men go to die. This is where drugs go to be sold. This is the lowest of the low denominator in our community. Most black people don't live in the hood. Most black people are in the middle class, to be honest. But this is what you're celebrating and you're exacerbating. And then you wonder why a brother with dreads is looked upon like a thug, because this is what y'all showing us to be. It's a minstrel show, which Samuel is a part of it. Roll the clip.
It's a cultural divide. I'm going to get it on the floor.
You really about to do it?
40 acres in the mule. This is bigger than the music.
You really about to do it?
Yeah, they tried to rig the game, but you can't fake influence.
Big it on it like that.
Hey, I'm tripping, I'm sliding, I'm riding through the back like buck. Mustard on a beat, bro, deep boat, and we rap. He a freak though, man down, call an ambulance, tell him breathe. Now them boys to the cross, they walk around like T's. What's up with these Japonio? Trying to see Compton. In the street can hate me, bump them all in they mama. How many options you really got? I mean, it's too many options. Finna crash on his body, I'm John Stockton. What? Beat your and hide the Bible if God watching. Sometimes you gotta pop out and show. Certified boogeyman, I'm the one that up the skull. Walking down the whole time I know.
Boy, he looks sassy. Why you looking zesty doing that?
Defro? Say Drake, I hear you like I'm young. You better not ever go to cell block 1. To any that talk to him and they in love, just make sure you hide your little sister from them. They tell me Chubb the only one to get your hand-me-downs. Party at the party playing with his nose now. Baka got a weird case, why is he around? Certified lover boy, certified. Wop, 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 wop. I'm on him tough. Wop, 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 wop. I'ma do my stuff. Why you trolling like a, ain't you tired? Trying to strike a chord and it's probably A minor.
Hold the phone. Now, let's just put this in perspective. Y'all heard the lyrics. Some of y'all know this song. Why does he have to blur out every few words that he say? Because he's cussing, he's saying the N-word, and he's saying derogatory, threatening stuff in this diss song. I'm just saying. But this is what we highlight as our people. How long is this clip? Oh, we got 24 seconds left. Finish it.
They not like us.
No.
They not like us.
No.
They not like us.
What?
I guess they had Serena Williams up there playing
They
around.
not like us.
No.
They not like us.
Are you my friend? Are we locked in? Then stab this way, stab that way, then stab this way, stab that way. Hold on.
So they played a couple other songs. There was a few renditions here that people are saying that he was protesting the president in front of the world. I didn't see it. If you're doing a protest, then you didn't do a good job at conveying it. There's another clip that we have, right, of the Palestine protesters. So I guess that during this event, they didn't show it on TV, obviously, because they're smart enough to not let boobs pop out on TV anymore like they did back in the day when Janet Jackson's boob came out. But so I'm sure they're doing the performance at a delay, and they got cameras and stuff that they switch off because they didn't want people to see this. But during his performance, you had people rush the field with Palestine flags, and somebody ended up catching this on camera that wasn't on TV. But just look at it and tell me what you think, bro. So that's just a little part of it. I don't think Kendrick Lamar had anything to do with it, but the guy was running around with Palestine flags. Do we have another clip of this? Because I think this other one shows a lot more. I think that's the one. Let's put the other clip up here too, because this one is a little more extreme. I think I thought I saw a lot more of those flags in there. Maybe it's just this one guy. Roll it. Oh, it's just black dude. Where does that A? What does that A mean? Did anybody figure that out? So Kendrick Lamar was wearing an A on his shirt. His A kind of looked like Amazon, but I just saw a flag go by that had an A on it and his little kids. I don't know what that A is. Somebody in the chat, if you know what it means, or you could look it up real quick. I wonder what that A is that Kendrick Lamar had on that flag. In addition, I just want to point this out, and I'm gonna let it go. He did this rendition with nothing but black people. The Black National Anthem is sung with nothing but black people. And the main people that's crying about diversity, inclusion, and delusion are black people. Yet when they do things, they are not inclusive. You have an entire halftime performance that wasn't inclusive. Now, don't get mad when they have things and black people are not included, because you made an assertive effort to not include white people in your performance. You can't tell me white people can't sing and dance around and run around in circles. There's at least 3 of them. You had nobody intentionally had a racist, biased performance, which I'm okay with. Just don't get mad when white people do it. Y'all want to show, look how black people, and then you go to the community, you go to the schools, and it's an embarrassment. All these millionaires crying about racism, and they're the top 1% earners. I just saw a clip of Cam Newton. He was talking to a rapper from Charlotte, and there was a black-owned business that went out of business, and they were discussing it and talking about it. And the crazy thing is, not one of those millionaires helped that business stay afloat. They claimed that the business went out because of gentrification, but yet none of those black millionaires helped that business stay afloat, and they blame the white man in gentrification. It's just bizarre to me how these things happen. But anyway, let's move on. Philadelphia Eagles fans riot celebrating their victory over the Chiefs. Let's put that on the screen and roll it. Roll it. All right, so you see how silly they are. But anyway, this is a little example of how after the game they riot. I don't know why people do this. It's the stupidest thing in the world. When you win, you riot. They did it at the University of Arizona as well, and I thought it was absolutely ridiculous.